The Oklahoma State Fair features good food, fun rides, and a celebration of our shared heritage. But it also serves as a showcase for the things that are important. Dixie Evans from Medford, Oklahoma.
My life revolves around agriculture and everything. Like, I grew up on a farm. My dad works on a farm, and everything about it is, everybody should experience it.
Evans was the grand champion in the junior division of the Oklahoma Wheat Commission's Best of Wheat Baking Contest. Melissa Spurlock from Blanchard, Oklahoma, was the grand champion in the senior division.
We are trying to teach our children how to live without depending on somebody else, to garden, to can, to be kind of self-sufficient, to learn the responsibilities. They have lots of responsibilities around the house. And 4 of ours are girls, so they sew, they cook, they are part of the family, and learning how to just be a good country kid.
Spurlock won for her whole wheat bread. She says the secret isn't so much the ingredients as it is the temperature.
Something I researched too was, instead of having hot milk and hot water, if you have room temperature, the longer the proof, the more the taste. And so I use room temperature everything, and so it proves longer than normal if you use heated up to activate the yeast. So that's what I think adds the flavor to it.
Spurlock mentioned learning about using room temperature ingredients through research. Guess what that was?
The Great British Baking Show. I enjoy watching that with Paul Hollywood. He does videos, and so I watched his and I looked at some of his recipes, and he always said use room temperature because the longer it proves, the more flavor you get.
Like many of the contestants, Spurlock is self-taught. Dixie Evans, grand champion in the junior division, says she's been baking since she was 7 years old.
I grew up with my grandma, and she was big in all of that. And I grew up on a farm, and we showed cattle and everything. And you have to have fair entries if you're going to show. That's how the rule is in 4-H. And so we just baked bread, and we just somehow won. So it just kind of, my grandma would enter bread, and we'd enter rolls or enter cookies.
But that wasn't the case for Melissa Spurlock. Her grand champion win in the senior division this year was thanks to a lot of hard work.
Last year was my first year. Yes, and I've come a long way. Last year I was kind of embarrassed of what my bread was because I'm self-taught. I just started baking bread a year and a half ago. And so after I saw what it's supposed to look, I had no idea what it was supposed to look like, what it was supposed to taste like. And after I came here and saw and learned and listened to the judges, I went home, and that's really when I started studying and trying to figure this whole thing out.
The Best of Wheat bread baking contest is held every year by the Oklahoma Wheat Commission. Recipes are available online at okwheat.org. I'm Don Atkinson reporting for the Oklahoma Wheat Commission and Oklahoma Genetics Incorporated.